Congratulations! If you're here because you've just signed a contract F or sale agreement, it may be useful to know what the next steps will be. As a buyer who will buy with your own funds and seller who has a mortgage registered on the property, the process is quite different to any other. The process involves a blocking procedure which is completed at the Trustee Office and requires all parties to attend. Keep this in mind throughout the video. Firstly, the seller should apply for and obtain an outstanding liability letter, which states how much of the loan is remaining to the seller's bank. This letter should be addressed to Dubai Land Department and be either in Arabic and English or only in Arabic. The banks are aware of the process and the formats, so if you mention blocking procedure, they'll prepare the correct template. Once received, the seller needs to obtain the no objection certificate for selling. This can be done in two ways, either from the Dubai Rest application or directly from the developer, depending on the property. When the liability letter and NOC are both issued, you are ready to start the blocking procedure. Tip: both liability letter and NOC have an expiry. Therefore, blocking and loan payment have to happen within a certain time. Before blocking, the buyer must ensure to prepare the selling price, comprising of the liability letter amount to the seller's bank and the remaining to the seller, along with transfer fee, trustee fee, blocking fee, and agency fee. All checks should be issued by UAE Bank as manager's checks in order to be considered valid by the Land Department. The transfer fee should be 4% of the selling price plus the title deed fee of 580 dirhams for apartment and villa or 430 dirhams for land. It's important to check the type of property on the title deed. The trustee fee can be paid by card or cash and is 4,200 dirhams including VAT for properties above 500,000 or 2,100 dirhams including VAT for properties below 500,000 dirhams. The blocking fee is 1,545 and is payable by card or cash. And as a market standard, the agency fee is 2% of the selling price plus VAT with a minimum of 10,000 plus VAT, whichever is higher. This fee should be paid in the name of the agency as a manager's check. The seller should also prepare the mortgage discharge fee, or in this case called the unblocking fee, which is usually between 1,600 and 1,900 but depends on the type of mortgage of the seller. Once the payments have been prepared, the agent will schedule an appointment with both buyer and seller at the Trustee Office. At this point, it's important to calculate any pro rata rent or service charge refunds that have been paid or received in advance by either party. This payment should be done as a manager's check. The buyer and seller should remember to bring all original documents such as passport, visa, Emirates ID, ownership documents, clearance of utilities, as well as keys, access cards, and parking cards. At the Trustee Office, the buyer, seller, and agent will be present. The agent will submit documents online for the trustee to register. A blocking procedure along with a sale contract will be raised by Land Department and signed by both buyer and seller. This will be submitted to the Land Department for approval. Once the blocking procedure is approved, the trustee will hand over the liability letter and the check addressed to the seller's bank to the seller and request him to settle his loan. The trustee will hold on to the remaining documents and payments until the settlement. The seller will submit the check to his bank and await clearance documents from his bank. When the clearance documents are issued by the seller's bank, they are to be taken back to the same trustee office to complete the procedure. If all has been completed, the Land Department will issue a title deed in the name of the buyer, and the trustee will release the seller's check to the seller along with any other payments to any other party, including agency. It's important to mention that the security of this procedure is in the fact that Land Department is acting as an escrow for the payments and ensuring all parties are safe. Once you receive approval, congratulations. You will receive the title deed as well as relevant documents and receipts to your registered email address. Now, you are the proud owner of a mortgage-free property, whether as a new home, a rental property, or however you see fit. It's important now to register your DEWA deposit and potentially connect utilities if you'll be living inside. Here's a handy tip. I advise as an owner, when you become one, to download Dubai Rest from the App Store. This will be your portal to the Land Department services. Thank you for taking the time to watch until the end. I hope this video has been informative. Smash the like button or subscribe if you want to see more. And feel free to put any questions in the comment section below. See you in the next one.